Hey guys, I'd like to give props to shops that help me out. So this website called toytag.com, they're out of Singapore and they sell CandyLab toys. CandyLab doesn't exist where I live, so I have to order from other countries. And here's the box. It's a little preview of what I'm going to review in the future. But we'll review one of these out of this box right now. I just want to see how it came. I had to be custom packed, of course. Alright, interesting. Stuff here. Oh wow, alright. So, I don't know. This looks like it's new to me, being shrink wrapped, but this one as well. I don't know if this reseller shrink. No, I don't know. I have a feeling these don't come shrink wrapped. So, this is the issue with this brand. They don't have like a branded piece of tape closing all these boxes off. So, without that, you don't really know if you're getting something new or not. Okay, well, we'll do those later. They're an odd size. That's so small, we'll save that for another time. Surfman, I think we're going to do the hot rod today. Yeah, that's the one I most wanted. Anyways, here's the website. Pretty decent pricing, pretty much similar with the US website, and this is a US company, so it works out pretty well. Alright, let's take a look here. So it says Harlequin 13, CandyLab, it's by the Outlaw series. There are, I think, 4 of them in total, maybe 5. Alright, so here's the little blurb on it. Of course, it never focuses. Figures. Well, it's made from real beechwood, and then here we go. Alright, so stock keeping number, and then this is meeting safety standards, 2008 child safety standards, designed in Brooklyn. Alright, copyright 2017, so you get an idea of how old it might be, or at least when it was originally designed. Okay, so really colorful paper in there. I'm not sure what that tab, there was something else in there before. Alright. So standard packaging here, you have to kind of flex these things out, this cardboard base that it's elasticated to. And then you could use a wet rag, a little soap or water if you want to clean it off. So this rubber band is running around the axles. And there's a good chance there's going to be some paint abrasion, if not paint missing, because these are handmade wooden toys. Yeah, see, all that blue paint, it's on the cardboard because this isn't coated paper. Paper is abrasive, I see it in all my videos, but these guys really need to change to better packaging because their packaging is literally damaging their products, and that defies the whole definition of packaging. Alright, well, it's really funky here. We got this nice 13 here. It's kind of like pinstriping. It looks like it's a little crooked, but I'm not bothered by it too much. Again, handmade. I will say the cut is very nice. The edges are pretty sharp for a piece of wood. Down here we have, what does that say? I don't know. Erwin? Living Free? Maybe? It's kind of blurry, this top text, but Outlaw, CandyLab. And then nothing else. Alright. We got this little fastener holding this whole rolled steel front end there, and yeah, you can see the scratching of the paint from the cardboard. There's also like a cut line or some sort there, and then you've got this spare wheel which actually rolls. It's the same size as the other ones, and they're very thin and tall wheels, 26 by 9. So I think the wheel is 26 millimeters across and the tire is 9 millimeters wide, and it's got those ribs. And I've never seen this wheel before, and like always, it's weird how they design these, where the rib is not in the middle, so you can't really flip the tires around. You're forced to only have the tires in one way, which I think is a little weird, especially if the printing were to have a problem. It's actually interesting they even bothered to print on these because they're so low profile. The printing is not even like on the sidewall, right? But they did a good job. Whoever prints their tires does a good job. Okay, so over here we have Harlequin 13 looking pretty good. Yeah, so unfortunately this tampo print wasn't done well. This has nothing to do with the packaging, it's the factory. They just didn't print enough right? So that's too bad. This little diamond pattern. Same back here. Not enough, unfortunately. Okay, that this side here, much better, much better. Well, a little bit paint missing there. And then here's those aberrations from a handmade product. Some paint issues there. I almost feel like this could be 3 layers of wood glued together. I'm not sure. I mean, why else would those 2 lines be there? So that's kind of weird that they wouldn't sand that down smoother. There's a little extra paint here. Yeah, I can see these lines. So that's a little scary because I'm afraid maybe if that wood glue were to break, this whole thing's going to crack. So wood contracts and expands. Hopefully that glue is very strong. But if you constantly put this in freezing to hot temperatures, like say in the belly of an airplane, this thing might crack just from shipping. Okay, well, the top here is interesting. It's just a totally vertical windshield. It's kind of funny. And then it's curved down here and here. These fillets here are very nice. And from a top view, it's pretty cool as well. It's not just straight. It's actually chamfered in a couple ways. So obviously the front end is like an arrowhead. But I'm not even sure if these sides are parallel. I almost feel like they're tapering back towards the rear. Like I feel this... No, there's only one way. I'll just whip out the calipers. So let's see, at the front it's around 60 millimeter, 60.5, right around here. Yeah, it did drop down. So granted, it's only 1 millimeter. So maybe they are supposed to be parallel. It's just maybe an optical illusion because it does clearly taper here. So if you ignore this, maybe those are supposed to be parallel. Anyways, it's a cool design, I think. It's a little almost like a water drop, but this thing, it doesn't have the front part, so it's actually a really cool design. I like it. And then we have this funky printing of a mask or helmet and goggles, and then these wings. Being a handmade again, some paint issues there. I think that was done at the factory, not the packaging. So this one actually turned out all right. This is actually one of the better ones I have from this brand. Sure, maybe they didn't get all the paint perfect, but there's no major problems. There's no chunks of paint missing. The axles seem to be put in properly. The thing, oh, it's a rolling toy. And it rolls well because it's solid wood. It's quite heavy. It's a little squeaky, of course. You can just put some oil in there. And there might be some play. Actually, not much play. Usually there's more play. Here, this is what I'm used to. And I think that maybe gives it some suspension because it actually rolls around obstacles. So you'll see the tires actually aren't laying flat, right? They're just on this edge here for less rolling resistance, I guess. Because, you know, the whole thing was there. It's a rubbery tire, so... In fact, this is the first one I've seen that actually has negative camber, like a sports car would have. All the other ones is positive camber, where like this thing is the other way. So this is actually the coolest one maybe I have, or the most logical one I have with the negative camber. Yeah, very cool. So the only other hot rod I have was a real letdown. This is called Southern Belle, as you can see here. Of course, it's out of focus again. But this paint aberration is crazy. This is, I think, from the factory. It's just a giant splotch of paint with a big scratch through it. So, that was such a letdown. And also, it looks like the front end was totally touched up. Look at this whole black splotch of paint. So, I don't know what happened with this thing. And also, the axle is messed up. Like, this thing is totally cambered this way, whereas this one's more horizontal. So this one was not very ideal. It still looks cool, but you'll see it has the typical CandyLab positive camber where the top is sticking outwards, right? Whereas this is negative camber like a real car would have, at least in the rear. So interesting. Huh. Funky. So let's see. So what's nice about this one is it has staggered tires. The rear tires are so much wider than the fronts, and they're much taller than the fronts, as you can see. Comparing these two, though, the Southern Belle is a much taller one. And then, I think lengthwise, probably the Harlequin is probably the longer one. Maybe I'm wrong. No, actually, they're the same length body. Sorry you can't see that. Yeah, ignoring the tires, just looking at the bodies, those are around the same length. Actually, they're the same body, I think. No, they're not. Originally, the plan view is the same, but you'll see this one has a flat bottom and it tapers down here. Where this one, I think they literally just flipped the piece of wood over, right? Where it's tapering from the bottom up. So it's probably the same piece of wood, and then one just has the cutout on this side, and the other one has a cutout on that side. It's smart. It makes sense. They look totally different, and that actually explains maybe why the camber is different on this one, because the wood is flipped over, maybe? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Not so relevant, I guess. I just like that it's significantly different. Alright, nice low down approach of the camera. Oh, scraping my monitor back there. This is awesome. Yeah. Most of my CandyLab reviews end up negative because of paint quality issues and packaging problems causing paint quality issues. But this one turned out fantastic, I think. Good enough for me, at least. Not 100% perfect, but handmade. Pretty darn good. I'm very, very happy. I'd like to get each of these hot rods. It's just that they've been out of print for 8 years now, right? So they're really hard to find, if not expensive, or both. So anyways, good luck to you. If you should like this video and try to hunt these down yourself. Maybe that toy tag place has more. I don't know. By the time I post this video, I'm not sure. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next CandyLab video.